Moose is in the house. Moose is in the house. Watch out. Watch out. Here's Moosey.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I hope you're doing fantastic. We got some Monster Rancher tonight. I still can't breathe through my nose. I hope my voice is okay. I'm dropping frames like crazy. Why am I dropping frames? OBS is losing its mind. And now it's playing at twice the bitrate it's supposed to. I don't know what's going on here. This is what I get for trying to do new stuff on stream. Hey, Zephyr. Thank you, man. Very, very kind of you. Your stream keeps buffering? Give it a sec. See if it's still being stupid. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. What do you mean it's not What the fuck? Why? Why YouTube? This shit sucks, man. What do you mean it's not receiving enough video? Was it buffering yesterday? Seems to be fine now. I don't know what's going on, man. It's new settings. Everything's being stupid. It looks okay on my end, but I believe you because YouTube is yelling at me. Okay, it seems okay now. Not happening for you? No. So with the new setup, if it tanks, YouTube will tank first, which is kind of bizarre. It's not like YouTube is being set up to fail or anything. It's just that with the new settings, if it has to tank something, YouTube seems to be the one that's going first, but it's not like a thing I set up on purpose. Yeah, I don't know. I do say I dropped some frames, but I think it's okay now. Anyway, yeah, I still can't breathe through my nose, so I apologize if I'm looking weird or if I'm sounding weird. I'm doing my best. Hope there's, as much as, you know, I want there to be hype stuff, I hope there's not that much hype stuff, because if I gotta talk constantly, I'm gonna pass out because I can't fucking breathe. Oh, man. I think my dog just realized I was home and he started barking. He's like, hey, Nash is here. I hope you guys had a good day. It's been one day. It's been since I saw you guys. Yesterday's stream was pretty lax. We opened some Monster Rancher battle cards. It was kind of sick. I was just trying. I wanted to do a test stream with my new setup to see if YouTube and everything was working, and it worked fine yesterday. And now today, it's like I don't know, man. It worked fine in practice. Good on my end. But yeah, tonight we got DXBL, the Monster Rancher Battle League, the DX Battle League. It's been going. It's been going for many, many moons. I think we started last June. And we're going to be, so almost a full year. And we're going to be finishing it up in the next month and a half or so. So tonight is the first night of playoffs. The way playoffs are going to work. Let me pull this up real quick. Let's look at the bracket. Where's my... There we go. So I don't know why this shit is so exploded up. Give me 1 second. That's what I get for changing settings. Never ever change your Twitch settings. Never kill your Twitch. That's what they say, right? All right, something like that. Anyway, we got it. Single elim best of one, Japanese style. Haven't watched much of your stuff since Kaiju came out. Damn, years ago, eh? Well, we've been going. We've been streaming. We've been doing the videos. Tonight, we have 34 monsters fighting. That is not every single monster in lightweight rank D. There are about 5 or 6 monsters that got a bye to the finals because they had a sufficiently high number of wins. And so they're going to be there. They don't got to worry about it. Tonight, what we are aiming for is we are going to go to top 12. Well, I mean, we're going to do the whole tournament. It is double elim. But right here, round 5 is what you're aiming for. 4-tree month? You get a... What's his name? Kecleon. Sorry. Sorry you have to find out this way. But thank you, very kind of you, for the 41 months. Also Tentacle with almost the year, that's true. Almost 310s, and that's almost terrible. Are alerts echoing and doubled? Are they? Sounded like they were. Okay, so that is a problem with... Oh, that's annoying. I hope it's just on this. Whatever, we'll see it. I'll go back to the old screen and we'll see what's up. Hold on, let me try. Let me try and see what's up. Is that coming through too? The I'm sorry. Did that get duplicated? Let me know, and it was super quiet. It's like the same volume as everything else.
Nice catch, Blanco Nino.
Okay, I see what's up. I think it's something to do with this this scene. If I go to this,
nice catch, Blanco Nino.
Yeah, okay. I see what's up.
Nice catch, Blanco Nino.
There you go. Yeah, it's good. So let me do the black worm too.
I'm sorry, I'm terrible with the details.
Yeah, so it's just a problem with that scene. I'll get that figured out. I wonder. It's probably because what's weird is those shouldn't work. If my chat doesn't work, those shouldn't work. Like my commands. I do DXBL. Yeah, all right. It's just commands. Everything else is working fine. I'll have to get that figured out. Deluxe. Yeah, all commands are broken. Intro's always a vibe, so it's a shame when you miss it. You can always watch back, especially if you're on YouTube. But anyway, I'm going to go back to this. I'm sorry if things duplicate or whatever. We're going to go through the whole tournament tonight. We're going to fly through it. We're not going to bet on every round. But your goal, if you have a monster, your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to make it to round 5. If you make it to round 5, you make it to the finals. You make the finals of lightweight rank D. Because those 12 monsters are going to fight with the other 6 remaining monsters. All the 6 monsters that got a bye are going to get an additional bye. And then these monsters will have to fight it out. So, most monsters aren't going to make it. There's 37 monsters fighting tonight. It just is what it is. But, 'tis the end of the season. Everybody gets a shot. You could have done terribly up to this point, and you still have a shot to win the whole thing. Nutcracker shouldn't be here. I swapped them out. All right, let me take a look at that. I wonder if there's like any others I missed. Okay, yeah, Nutcracker's out. So this won't take me very long. I just gotta... Nutcracker. Okay, he forfeits. No. I think that might have been the only one I missed. Nero is swapped for another one. Hairball. Hairball's out. Yes, I forgot about Hairball. Hairball is out as well. And then... yeah, that's it. Cool. So, Bold Blizz, Brixie, getting buys. It is what it is. I'm not reseeding everything. I could, actually, here, very quickly before we get started. So, certain monsters don't get, like, 2 buys. Reset bracket, participants. Hairball is out. And Nutcracker is out. Okay. Easy fix. So, we have a perfect 32 monsters now. Very, very cool. Nobody gets a buy. Everybody has to fight equal amount of times. It worked out perfectly. All right, so let's get into it. Our first match is Chill Jill and I'm a Fuzzy Duck. I guess I got to turn the game on. All right, here we go. We're into it, folks. Fast forward on. We got places to be. The only monster I have in rank D, lightweight rank D, is Chiquita Yita. And he's getting a bye. He makes it to the finals. So I don't have to worry about what file I'm on. God, this takes forever still, eh? I wonder if the extremely long loading time is, like, set up in a way... like, it's set up to make it, like, easier on the servers or something. I'm willing to deal with it if it means, like, they don't just kill the servers next year or whatever. That's gonna happen eventually, eh? It sucks to think about it, but it is gonna happen. Chill Jill and I'm a Fuzzy Duck. Okay, first few rounds, no betting. We gotta get it. We gotta get it going. And then we'll do some betting afterwards. So lightweight, we're going to see a lot of stat blocks like this. You can only go up to 500 in any stat. I guess, here, let me explain what lightweight is if you've never seen it before. In lightweight, you are allowed 1,400 stats total to allocate to your monster however you see fit, and no individual stat can be over 500. The only outlier to this rule is that you are allowed to put points into intelligence equal to whatever your points are in power and not have it count towards the cap. The reason we do this is because otherwise mixed attackers, monsters that have good power and good intelligence attacks, would always only be able to choose one or the other. And a lot of monsters, especially in lightweight, have, like the monsters that perform, have like 1 or 2 really good intelligence attacks and 1 or 2 really good power attacks. And normally they're not able to capitalize on both of them. So this allows a monster to, you know, just pick its best techs, basically. And you don't have to worry about allocating your stats to both offensive types. You don't have to worry about splitting those EVs, you know? Need to be on Twitch if we're betting? Well, we won't be betting for a little while. So if you want to do that later, then you might have to swap over. How are we this Monday? We're doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. I'm still sick, but, you know, I have a positive mental attitude about it, so we're chilling. Also, chat might be completely foobar in this, this scene. And we're just going to deal with it. It's okay. Roll assault, big damage. One, two straight. Is it going to be enough? No, it's not. I'm a Fuzzy Duck is still in there. The Ice Wave, 78% chance. He grits it. 2 seconds left on the clock. Duck can still do something. He hits the thrusts. He hits the thrusts. He smokes them. Let's see if it is. Okay, so it's working for Twitch, but yeah. My YouTube authorization is broken. My commands are broken. I think those are the 2 main things I gotta get fixed. Yeah, they both got the grit. Wait, Chill Jill. Oh, sorry, I missed it. I wasn't even watching. Did Chill Jill get grit and then win? I was reading chat. I was like, oh, he hit him with a thrust. It's over. Damn, I missed it. Alright, roll assault. Fuzzy Duck hit the thrusts. Was the thrust was for the win? Or he got grit after that? Double grit, Duck won. Okay. So he got grit earlier and then thrusts won it. I see. I'm back in it. I'm invested. 19 seconds. 1-2 thrust. A little bit of damage. He needs to keep going. Chill Jill can just smoke him with whatever he wants. 94% on Snowstorm. Huge damage. He grits. 1 second left on the clock. Does he swing? He does not. Chill Jill wins game number 2. And because this is seeded, Chill Jill is the number 1 seed in this tournament. I'm a Fuzzy Duck is the number 32 seed. I was going to say worst, but, you know, I don't want to say that. It is technically the worst seed, not necessarily the worst monster. Just had a couple of unfortunate weeks, but he's making it competitive. Ooh, Ice Wave, good damage there. Double Ice Wave, dodges the second one at 80%. I'm a Fuzzy Duck is here to win. Hits the thrusts, huge damage here, 311. Da-da-da-da-dum. Hits another Ice Wave, though. That's going to be it. Chill Jill just swinging the wave. And he hits it. The wave was the wave. Chill Jill with a 2-1. Next up, Carnation V2 and Jam and Jelly. Is Carnation V2 not in? I gave everybody a heads up that this was happening. You didn't want Carnation in anymore? Oh, man. Okay. I'm DQ'd a while ago. Right. But you DQ'd through DMs. That's fine. Alright, Jam and Jelly's gonna take the win. Yeah, people who DQ their monsters through DMs instead of in the form are gonna get missed, because it's way too much for me to keep track of everything. This was just like too ambitious of a format. Cyclops and Dr. Farts up next. All right, here we go. All right, very, very different builds. Too ambitious with boxing and job schedule and video editing and learning game dev. Tough. It's tough. All right, here we go. Big damage on Cyclops. One hit. Stinking gas. Double stinking gas. I don't think Dr. Farts can win this. His whole thing is he needs to wither and stay untouched. Doesn't matter if he lands every attack. He's not going to get enough damage on the board. I just want to make like a Super Oakley Man or another monster from the main game to add to one of these. I'm not really good at the min-maxing thing. Too impatient. It's not that hard once you've done it a couple of times. I feel that though. It does look like intimidating to get into it, but it's not too bad. We've had people who it's like their first time ever making a monster like win their first tournament. It's rare, but it does happen. Cyclops, Dr. Farts. Cyclops gonna take it 2-0. Let Leo on Betch and Majora's Mask. Comp builds are only as hard as you decide to make them. Yeah, some monsters are very, very easy to raise for competitive play. Some are very difficult, and you can just choose to raise something easy. All right, we got Speedster, we got Tank. Majora's Mask, not going to do a ton of damage, but going to be pretty evasive here. I-Beam, good damage to start off. A little bit of damage to start off. Oh, the foolery. Napalm Shot going to do a little chunk. Majora's Mask builds up all those guts again. Dodges the Earthquake. Another Napalm Shot. Laser Sword, I think, is the play. That's what he needs to swing here to get the kill. Headbutt. Oh, just like that, it's almost tied up. The punch, a little bit of damage. Leo on. Swings one more time. Wasn't enough, though. All right, game number 2. The headbutt missed. The punch hits. The punch hits. The punch hits. Let Leo on with a huge guts lead. Not very good chance to hit on any of his stuff, but only needs one. That's going to do it. Yeah, Majora's Mask in a lot of trouble here. Oh, gets hit with another Tail Lashes. We're going to game 3. Just raise meme monsters and pray for the best. Hell yeah. What have you missed? There's been like 2 fights. You haven't missed much. You can check the bracket in the pinned message in the chat. The I-Beam, a little bit of damage there. He's angry. This is the punch. That's the thing. Having like 30% chance to hit isn't too bad if all of your attacks have 30% chance to hit. Oh, is he barely going to do it? I think Majora's Mask takes it. Look at that. Very close. My exclamation mark commands are broken right now. I have a new setup for double streaming that isn't like beholden to another company. Like I was using Restream, and Restream is super shitty, so I'm just not using them anymore. But some of my authorizations and my authentication stuff is broken, so the commands aren't live right now. You can just check the pinned message. Next up, Nero and I'm Full of Soup. That's our first upset of the day. Seed 24 beats Seed 9. All right. I always forget I'm Full of Soup as a plant. Every time I see the name, I'm like, what monster is this? I forget who made this monster. I forget what the monster is. Funny stuff. Good name. Okay. What do you use instead of Restream? I've been using, this is Atom. AITUM. It's just an OBS plugin. So I don't need to like go to another website or any of that shit. I can just do it all within OBS. It also allows you to multi-stream vertical and landscape at the same time. Like portrait and landscape at the same time. Which is why I wanted to use it in the first place. But between me learning about this and me implementing it, YouTube changed the way they deal with vertical streaming. And you can't live stream to two sources at the same time on YouTube. So if that's what we were seeing yesterday, it was doing like an automatic like vertical layout, and it looked like shit. It wouldn't let me like set up an overlay. Anyway, one shot. That is what Centaur does. Oh, it doesn't kill though. I'm Full of Soup still in it. I face drill 80%, or was it 60%? It would have killed. 100 life isn't a lot of life. But Nero, glass cannoning that shit. Big damage, no life, it don't matter. So no head and unpopular up next. Catching these streams, doing Monster Hunter 4 series on YouTube? Yeah, there's a couple of videos left to go. It's been like trickling out. It has not, it hasn't come out as quickly as I wanted it to in the first place, but it's, that's not for like any sort of like issue. It's just, you know, it just ended up being a little bit slower. Totally fine. That's the wrong Sono head. This is Evie's. But yeah, there's a few episodes left. I just play until I beat the game. They're the same monster, though. Okay. Tanky boy, a little bit of speed. Let's go. Energy Steal, a huge opener. Damn. Ooh. Has my opinion on 4 changed at all? Nah. I don't think it's very good. I think it's like a fine game. I don't think it's a good Monster Hunter game. I think it's got a lot of flaws. Misses the 73. Crazy. You got no head? I have no head, but I must butt. Ooh, good tail whip. I also understand why people like 4. It's very much, I had this game when I was a kid, and because I had it as a kid, I really enjoy it, and that's totally fair. Sono Head couldn't land anything, eh? Poor guy. Maybe if he had a head, he'd be able to see what's going on. Dude, I've been playing too much Diablo 2 lately. I keep going to hit 2 to like fill in the score, and I'm hitting F2. I got my skills set up. Dial Up and Paladin Toaster up next. Sometimes tanks dodge. He wasn't really a tank, he had 300 speed. We're playing for hours and only getting through like 3 months. No, there's no I in Paladin. There's no I in Timosil. At least not where you think. Okay, I spelt it right. Nope. Okay. Anaphylaxis and Brixie. For someone who's never played it, would you recommend Diablo 2? I knew it was one of the best games. I think it's one of the best video games of all time. I think it pretty much does everything it set out to perfectly. It's very close to, like, a perfect video game. I would say, if you're going to play, don't play with people who've played before, though. Also, hey, look at that. YouTube chat is actually working. Sick. Failed to find, yeah. Oh, yeah, I still have... Dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everybody running Selkato. I'll get it figured out eventually. Alright. Maybe you like the wormy guy, but it's not the monster you made, so I apologize. I'm sorry if you're offended. Here we go. Hidden Sting, big damage. Brixie doesn't really want to be using the power text. Oh, hits the claw pinch at 80%. It's not enough to kill. She's still in it. Mega Ray could be good damage here. No crit, though. He's angry. He's got that guts regen boost. What's he going to do? Another claw pinch. Misses at 83%. Brixie with a ton of guts. Misses the kick. Best case scenario, honestly. Oh, gets hit with the punch. 7 seconds left. Still in it. Giga Ray. She wanted something big. She swung it. It wasn't enough damage. No crits for Brixie, eh? Hit the Brixie. D2's dang fun. Never did a more optimized character until recently. Yeah, doing like an actual build is like really interesting. But yeah, I don't recommend playing it with a bunch of people who've played it before, because the game ultra casually versus like I know what I'm doing now is just an unbelievably different experience, and you're gonna miss like 90% of the game if you're just playing with people who already know how to like run through everything. Also, the game has like an incredibly like spooky and like impressively like dark atmosphere for the time it came out in, like the era that it was made in. And when you're playing with people who aren't afraid, it completely changes the vibe of the game. Not only is it like, oh, okay, this isn't really fun because I'm being carried, it's also like, this isn't really fun because this is a horror game where there is no danger anymore. The fear of doing like the first couple of dungeons and shit is like, it's real, man. It's like, I'm gonna die if I go in that room. I gotta like psych myself up to make it happen. Alright, I gotta remember who, Alice is Dan's. Still think D1 has better atmosphere myself. I think you could argue that. I think you could argue D1 has better atmosphere than 2. I just think that 2 is a better game. Never thought of it that way, but Monster Rancher as a kid felt dangerous somehow. When they put a clock on your monster's life, yeah, that sense of like urgency, that sense of like things are, you know, things have consequences is like a really like important part of the video game experience in a lot of games. Burning souls are always scary. Damn ass gloams. Get out of my dungeons. Also, I'm playing Eldritch Warlock right now, and I just finished Act 2, and where everything is fucking physical immune on hell, and I was losing my mind. I was like, I would just go into a dungeon, and it's like, I can't do anything here. Save and exit, reload the dungeon. Everything can still kill me. I can't hit anything. All right, save and exit. Just do that 3 or 4 times until I got a dungeon I could actually do. A D1 remake would be pretty sick, because it's a really interesting... Like, D2 is a very different game. D1 is like, you have a hub world. There are a million dungeons around the town that you are like put into. Also, wow, the Fury, the Grit. We see the lightning and the thunder. Oh my god, they're going crazy. They're getting mad at me for not paying attention to the match. Holy moly, Alice. God damn. But yeah, D1 would be fun to see a remaster of. Game number 3. Here we go. Flame, a little bit of damage to start things off. Ice Bomb, good crit. The 1-2 misses. Bite, another crit. Only one pat? Nah. There we go. Multiple pats to a bolt. A lot of crits this match. Holy moly. Hits the stab, though. You only need one stab. Garlic bread. Gonna take that one. 2-1. Very close match. I'm still hitting the F buttons. Press F1 to pay respects. Wet paint and you're a towel. Wet pain. It's Christmas wet pain and Christmas towel. Woke up Christmas morning, I could feel it in my bones. He was coming here, he was something alone. Best video game song of all time. Is Your Towel not uploaded? Your Towel isn't uploaded? Well, we might have to do a buy. We'll get to the end of this, and then if they have not been uploaded, then so be it. That's 2 less fights I gotta do. Beautiful, to save some time. I'm not worried at all about it. Shingen Oni. She. All right. I would always save scum when mons would start to get close to the end of life as I played as a kid. Yeah, me too. As soon as it said like it's getting old, I'd save every week. Here we go. You ever play? It's. I want to say air guides, but it's like air guides, right? Air guides. It's my entire life as a kid, I said air guys, but it's like air guides. Air guides. I don't know. I'm not German. I love the game though. I'm actually very good at it. It's air guides. So it's not. It's German for ambition.
Welcome to How to Pronounce. In today's video, we'll be focusing on a new word that you might find challenging or intriguing. So let's dive into today's word. Ehrgeiz.
Ehrgeiz.
Which means...
So it is what I said the first time, and then you said no, and then you said it was that. And then I said no, and it was that. So we were both right and both wrong. That's crazy. Oh. I like this one.
Ehrgeiz.
Yeah. Missed the tss. Yeah, it's not guys, it's got the tss. God bless the ring, baby. But yeah, I'm a Koji Masuda player. I'm doing those chain throws. You're not stopping me. I'm gonna get your ass. Task failed successfully. Yeah. Yeah, I love Air Guides though. Extremely good game. Anyway, Lame Punch Man won game 1. Damn, Magic Pod kill? Crazy, you never see that. Alright, Lame Punch Man. Gonna win that one. Quick 2-0. It would have been a much quicker 2-0 if I kept talking. Or I let it play while I was talking. Hobbs and Bold Blizz up next. Yoink the life? That's my life. It's all about adventure mode for me. The adventure mode is bad, but it is fun. And that can be... it's like, it's not like good is fun and bad is unfun. It's like a political compass. There's like one that, like, good and bad is like left and right, and fun and unfun is like north and south. You got your quadrants. Adventure mode was not very good, but it was very fun. Alright, so Hobbs isn't uploaded either. Make sure Bold Blizz is. I knew some monsters weren't going to be uploaded, and it's kind of the nature of... Bold Blizz isn't uploaded either, eh? It's kind of the nature of, like, the issue with this format is that I have to keep chasing people down instead of, like, hey, fill out this form this week to enter. Which was my mistake. My problem, and, like, the issue with this format, start to finish, was that I wanted to recreate something that felt like the first Monster Rancher Battle League. But that was done on emulator, where I had control of everybody's memory cards. Okay, yeah, get Hobbs in. If you get Hobbs in, you'll get a buy, so... get that shit done. Magic Man. It's like a campy movie, but for a game, hell yeah. Yeah, exactly. Combat wasn't great. The way it dealt with, like, skill upgrades wasn't great, but it didn't really matter. You weren't, like... It was more than the sum of its parts, for sure. Alright, here we go. The Sting. Man, Flower Worm's so cool. They just made his ass a rainbow. Butterfly in the sky. $80 guts, too. Damn, he can't land anything, but he's got a lot of guts. Oh, hits the tail lash. Look at that, Magic Man down to half health. Not landing any of his attacks. 2 speed monsters. What happens when the immovable object meets the immovable object? Or the object that only moves versus the other object that only moves. Somersault, 44%, big miss, right jab. Magic Man finally lands an attack. Does quite a bit of damage for basic tech. Ooh, with Magic Punch at 17, that is a dice roll. Somersault's big damage. 20 seconds left on the clock. Clover, what you got? You got all those guts saved up. Hits the somersault. He's gonna take it. Clover beats Magic Man. Next up, Dayton Airways and Dirty Myrtle. Hobbs should be up. Okay, thank you. Okay, 2 tanks. They're gonna be swinging. Your fiance and you have been playing the re-release of Pokemon, like Red and Green, like Fire Red, Leaf Green. I can't really bring myself to play it, but I've seen people get like really tilted about it, and that makes less sense to me. Hopefully your boy can perform tonight. Well, hopefully he doesn't get hit by another tidal wave. Tidal wave. Tidal wave. Come washing over me. He's got power. Power something? Power scratch? Alright, well. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing. Still in it. It is double a limb. But Dirty Myrtle. Dude, I'm hitting F2 every time. Peter Schmidt and Jacobert up next. Losers run, here we go. That shit is... Yeah, Peter Schmidt not uploaded. That's okay. Jacobert. Pokemon is your special interest. I'm a very casual fan of Pokemon, so not bothering us a little bit. I can understand why people are upset too. I think it's just too expensive for what it is. So that's where it starts and ends with me. Like, I don't have a stronger opinion than that. But I also understand that it's going to print money for the company, so they would be stupid to put it out for less. Happy they didn't put it on NSO? No. I think, like, having a double release where you could do one or the other is probably the best way to do it, where, like, the most people are happy. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't have too strong of an opinion. I don't really care. I see so many people that are like, oh, Nintendo's evil for doing this. This is so stupid. And it's like, no, they are a company. They are amoral by definition. They're not doing things for the good of anybody. Nintendo's never been like a pro-consumer company. But also at the same time, it's not like inherently evil. It's just expensive. Like, it's not, I don't know. You're not angry? Yeah, it's, people are dumb. People don't have real problems is the issue. People got to go like do some jumping jacks. I feel like if every time you saw something online that made you angry, you just did 10 push-ups, you know how fucking jacked you would be, and you wouldn't have the energy to be angry about it anymore. It's literally something that I've, like, debated doing. and like, seriously, I've been, like, maybe I should just, like, do some push-ups right now. And then, like, go do something creative after. Spacing, exactly. You got out of the way. Hit by everything. The classic. The kick, big miss. The kick, big miss. Not really big misses. They're as small of a miss as it could be. I don't know why that message sent. Well, I thought you were saying it because a Death Final missed. Alright, Lady Death. Doing what her namesake says. Alright, I'm giving people buys. Dial Up gets a buy. Wet Paint gets a buy. Because, Paladin Toaster, You're a Towel, Bold Blizz were not uploaded in time. It's unfortunate. Peter Schmidt was not uploaded in time. We gotta get the show on the road. Round 2 winners. Let's go. Chill Jill and Jam and Jelly. We're gonna go through all of winners until top 12. Okay, here we go. Wow, that Koei Tecmo made Pokopia. When are we gonna get a new Monster Rancher game like that? That'd be sick. Alright, first ape of the night. Roll assault. Big opener. Holy. He's like, I've been ready, boss. I gotta buy, but don't count me out. I deserve to be here. Snowstorm. Good damage. Pretty big chunk of damage, honestly. Slap. Jam and Jelly's gonna have a chance to get back into it here. Chill Jill needs to hit the ice wave. He swings it. It lands. There's a grit. 60 guts on Jam and Jelly. He's got a great chance to just win it. Double thwack will do it. He's got power, but he gets double thwacked. Oh, the grit comeback. Jam and Jelly gets the one tap, and then he gets the comeback. Jam and Jelly just 2 wins away from making the finals. Monkey can roll. Monkey can roll. Oh, hold on. Hold the fort. It's different now. He's 1 win away. Yeah, he's only 1 win away. Cyclops and Majora's Mask. I forgot we had like 4 monsters drop out. Pokopia is basically the Pokemon version of DQ Builders, yeah. When I went to Japan, DQ Builders was being released, and there was like huge promo for it everywhere. I think it was coming out like during that week while we were there. Okay. I can't speak Portuguese, but trabalho is probably work, because trabalho is work, if I had to guess. And so it seems like I'm from Brazil. Thanks for your work. Something like that. Am I close? Am I close? Trabajo is work in Spanish. And yeah, and trabalho is work in French. So I figured it out. Thank you. Alright, game number 2. Here we go. Majora's Mask. Doing pretty good. Ooh, the Twister Claw. Good damage. Oh, Cyclops gonna take it. We're going to a game 3, folks. Big Brazilian fan. I figured it out. Welcome, welcome. Brazil has a lot of Monster Rancher fans are from Brazil. It's got a big Brazilian contingent, and then Indonesia and the Philippines as well. Cyclops gonna take it. 2-1. Majora's Mask put up a good fight. Nero and Unpopular up next. Pokopia is the highest rated Pokemon on Metacritic. Yeah, I saw that. And 90 overall. It does look good. You're fighting a tree? Tree. Let's go. Are you gonna get energy stolen? 14%? Nah, I think you might win now. Death thrust at 40. Oh my god, man. 700 damage on the crit. Would that have killed him? Yes, that would have killed him in the actual game. Got his ass. Pokopia at $70? Wait until you find out what the Switch 2 costs. Oh, hits the leaf cutter. We're going to game 3. Game 3, here we go. Energy Steel opener, big miss. 60 guts on Nero. Triple stabs is the play. He swings it. It's not enough, but he's in a really good spot now. Smash combo. Ooh, miss at 60. Unpopular. He's got a chance here to make it count. The stab throw misses. Headbutt. Big miss on headbutt. Energy Steel at 16. He's swinging big moves. He doesn't need to be doing that. Another stab throw miss. Rear leg kick. It's not going to kill, but it is damage on the board. Smash combo. That will finish him off. Nero takes it 2-0. Spooky fight. I was going to say spooky fight and spooky match at the same time, and I said spooky might. Dial up and Anaphylaxis up next. 100 HP is spooky, yeah. First time seeing a mock win around. I accidentally wrote in that he lost 0-2, but he did not lose 0-2. He lost 1-2. Alright, we get to see another one. Let's go. The double leaf gun. Sing the praise of DQ Builders all day if people let me. It looks like a cool game. It looks like a game I would have enjoyed. I'm really interested in Pocopia. I think my wife is gonna get it, and we're not like we share the console type of family. Like, it's very much a get your own type shit. But I think I'm going to ease off of like buying more games until I get a couple of projects that I'm in the middle of working on out of the way, and then I'll deal with it after. I really want this year to be the year I finish up the rest of the Rancher rundowns, and I want to start making more progress on the little game I'm making. Even if it doesn't end up being anything, I just want to like force myself to be more creative. Damn, Anaphylaxis is going crazy. Who's left in the round robin? What? Oh, and Ranch Rundown. Gaboo, Nighton, Metalner for real. Duckin. Not a lot. I think maybe one or two more. Bajaro, yeah. I think it's 6.
I want to play video games.
Hey, I was working on my monster for the Deluxe Cup and I don't know how to calculate a modded monster's training stats. How do I do that?
Hey, Zexter, thanks for the sub. Thank you for the Bezos bucks. I appreciate it. Nighton or Metalner last? Probably Nighton last. So Zexter, I don't really understand the question. Are you able to elucidate a little bit? I'll help you out. I don't know how to calculate a modded monster's training stats. You shouldn't have to calculate anything. Are you asking because there are monsters that like aren't there's no like big overall list, like a new subbreed's unique stats? Okay, so starting stats are like random. It's just like, I think Dave is just picking something that makes sense for it. The way it works is that the stat gains are 60% of the main breed and 40% of the subbreed. And then you add that together and then you round to the nearest integer. So if you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where like 1 is the worst stat gain and 5 is the best stat gain, you do the math there. So say you have Golem and what's a monster that Golem doesn't mix with? God, there's so few. This was a mistake. Gaboo, right? And you're trying to figure out your speed. Golem has a 1 in speed, and Gaboo has a 4 or a 5. I don't remember. Let's do Kato, because Kato's got a 5. You would take 1 times 60% and 5 times 40% and smush it together. So 5 times 40% is 2, and 1 times 60% is 0.6. So put it together, you get 2.6. It would round up to 3. So that would be a C gain for speed. And then guts rate is the same way. You take their guts rates, 60-40, smash it together, rounds up. 0.5 and up rounds up, 0.4 and down rounds down. I know that's how it is for, what do you call it? I know that's how it is for guts rate. I think it rounds like that for stat gains as well. Use the additional monster info mod, it'll tell you. There's also data in the mod files and link I could share. I think it's the question is more like, if you wanted to like make your own. Because like that's the thing a lot of people are doing. They're like, oh, I want to raise this specific monster that doesn't exist yet, so I'm gonna make it for the More Monsters mod. Maybe that's not what he's asking, but I've had a couple of people ask that, and they're like, I want to raise this, so like what stats could I expect out of it? Like something like a Metal Nerd Dragon, and it's like, how could I figure out what Metal Nerd Dragon stat gains and guts regen would be? Would the advanced viewer show you? Yes, it would. All right, here we go. And lifespan? Yeah, and lifespan as well. Got the full list of every combination that exists too. Yeah, I know, but I'm not sure if that's like easily available or if it's like a thing you gotta post. And I didn't want to be like, Dave, get on that shit. Alright, we got ice bombs. Have no fear, we got ice bombs for years. Hits the triple. Ooh, the Strange Light, big damage. Big damage. The combination is... Another Strange Light? Damn, that's the most work I've seen Strange Light ever do in competitive play. Holy moly. Where's the sheet? I tried to save you. No bracket? It's in the... it's the pin message. There's a problem with the... what do you call it? My... my auth token's all fucked up because I'm using something new for... Wait, did it didn't do it? Okay, here. The pin message went away. I'm sorry about that. Let me repin it. I'm using a new setup to multi-stream that's not like beholden on another company. And it gives me a lot more flexibility over how I do things. But it did break a lot of my shit. So it will be good eventually. It's just not good at the moment. It'll take like a day or two for me to figure it all out. But there you go. Sorry about that. And then on YouTube, it is pinned. Okay, here we go. Game 3. Ice Bomb. Strange Light. Big Strange Light crit. Ooh, 1-2. Crits for days, baby. He's in the yellow. Garlic Bread still in it. Gets anger. Has to swing. Gets hit with the charge. Bite at 94 is going to miss. Oh my god, the flattening axe. The 94 bite misses. He grits, though. He's got 99 guts. He can swing a million moves. He's got to swing, though. Scratch. Scratch. The comeback. 4 seconds on the clock. Holy moly. Am I looking like a double frosted Pop-Tart? Kinda, yeah. Garlic Bread, gonna take that one. 2-1. Lame Punchman and Hobbs. Hobbs is uploaded now, yeah. Sorry. Okay. I really have to readjust. That's a thing. I don't know if I'll have time to do it tomorrow. This week is actually like super stacked for me work-wise. But I'll get it done. Where I change everything back to the way it was. It seems weird for a slow guts rate monster like Ivory Wall to have big text like Triple Beam and Nox. Almost won though. Magic Pot miss. Ice Meteor. That's what I think of your pot. What do I think of the pot? What do I think of the pot? Another Ice Meteor? Hell yeah. Game number 2. Ooh, the Ice Wave. I like the little stripes I got on the Ice Wave, though. Ice Meteor, big damage. Lame Punchman can still make this happen. He's got Magic Paw, which steals life. Ooh, hits the uppercut. It's something. He's in there. Hurry, double crit chance. Ice Spikes. Ooh, the best possible move to finish it with. Hobbs gonna take it. Clover and Dirty Myrtle up next. Is Hobbs a modded breed? Yeah. He's not supposed to be. It's Jill Kato, yeah. There's a tournament coming up where that's what we were talking about earlier. There's a whole bunch of modded monsters right now. Over 200 in the game that have been added. And they all function the way you would expect them. It's not just a reskin. What you just saw there is actually just a reskin, but there is a mod where that monster would function as a hopper, or a Jill hopper. Like, it would have the right stat gains, it would have the right guts regeneration. And I'm running a tournament called the Deluxe Cup, which I run every year. It's happening at the end of March. And, yeah. I would say, exclamation mark Discord to join the Discord if you're not there yet, but... But yeah, we're doing a big modded tournament. You don't have to enter it with a modded guy. You can enter it with a regular guy. The other selling point to the tournament is that everything is legal, so you can run Metal Nerf if you want. Because I think it'd be very funny. Alright. Here we go. The scratch miss. Somersaults. Scratch hits. The bubbles put him through the car wash. Oh my god. Got him with a tricolored soap. Game number 3. Or game number 2, sorry. It's only been one game. Somersault. Good chunk of damage. Headbutt. Damn. Clover's in trouble. Dodges that headbutt, but needs to do something big here. Ooh, the knocking up. Dirty Myrtle's gonna take it. Forgot Metal Nerf was legal for the upcoming tourney, and I'm kind of regretting making Goofy Mix Attacker. It doesn't matter, man. Think of it this way. Do you want people to cheer for your monster, or do you want to win maybe the most no-skill video game of all time? you want to win in a format where like winning doesn't matter, or do you want to? I guess winning does matter because you get a little prize. But you know, we'll see. Okay. Here we go. Made a moo. Dr. Bapper? Hell yeah. Yeah, I think I might allow second monsters because I was saying turnout for this year is a little bit low. It's a little bit... I wouldn't say it's a complicated format. It's just a format that people don't already have something ready for. So it's less of a, yeah, what the hell, I'll throw something in. And it's more of like, oh, I actually have to make something. Which I didn't think people would be like so opposed to, but apparently a lot of people are. And also... you know, the mod is daunting to some people, and they're like, I don't want to enter if I can't use the mod. But there's like zero downside to not being able to use the mod. Making monsters is hard, yeah. But yeah, I may make allow a second monster. If turnout in like I said, I'd know by the end of next week. By the end of next week, if I have less than like 40 entrants, I'll allow a second monster. So that way you can enter something goofy and then something that's a little, you know, more optimal if you want. And then maybe you can hedge your bets, and you can still look like a champion if your goofy fuck up wins the whole thing, you know? Oh, Death Final? A Death Final hit. Jackbird's got a huge guts regen though. Still in it. And just like that, it got smoked by Death Final, and he's done more damage to his opponent. That's crazy. 30 guts. He's got to swing something. Power seed gun? Oh my god. I don't remember the last time I saw someone tank Death Final and then win. Crazy. 2-1 for Jacobert. Alright, we are into the final round that determines whether a monster advances or not. There's a bunch of matches left, but we're still on winner side. We've got 4 matches. We got Jam and Jelly and Cyclops. We got Nero and Anaphylaxis. We got Garlic Bread and Hobbs. And we got Dirty Myrtle and Jacobert. Whoever wins out of these 4 matches is guaranteed a spot in the finals. And then the others got to fight with everyone else. They're close, but we've seen many monsters go all the way through winners and then go 0-2 immediately after. Don't want to overwork yourself? I feel that. Jam and Jelly and Cyclops up first. Gonna lose the goat? We'll see. Okay. It's so cool to use both monsters you raised for a tournament. Hell yeah. But yeah, the Deluxe Cup's gonna be fun. It's a special format. It's called a stat block tournament. It's a format we used to do many, many moons ago, and we haven't done it in a while. And it's basically you get to make one of your stats 300, one of your stats 400, one of your stats 500, one of your stats 600, one 700, and one 800. And you have to like allocate your stats however you want. But this way, it's not just like everybody has max power, max skill. It's the build you love to touch, but you mustn't touch. You're forced to like make concessions. It's like, do I want high skill, or do I want to do a lot of damage and have a little bit less accuracy? It allows different monsters to like build different builds. You could do something like Raki or Worm maybe with like a little bit less skill and more defense, or not more defense, but like more defensive stats. It's not easy. All right, so Jam and Jelly 1 win away from making it to the finals. Misses. Twister Slash. Slash Claws. Cyclops not out of it yet at all. Any attack will win. Just needs to land one. Slash Claw's gonna take it. When is this one? The Deluxe Cup tournament? Last Monday of March. So you got time to make some stuff for it. Just want to cheer when I have no stakes in the match? Hell yeah. Oh, the double Slash Claws! He grits, though. 1 life and a dream. The slap is going to land. 1 more slap will do it. He doesn't swing immediately, though. He's being patient. Slash Claws is going to land. He shouldn't have been patient. Shouldn't listen to Pans, and you shouldn't listen to British people. Oh, my God. Cyclops going to take it. 2-1. He advances to the finals. Not the finals of tonight, but he will be making it to the finals of the DXBL Lightweight Rank D. Potentially crown champion. Nero and Anaphylaxis up next.
I want to play video games.
Monk, no.
Hey, Archbishops. Appreciate the Bezo bucks, though. Oh, I gotta get rid of the T here. Okay, here we go. Hidden Sting. That's it. 3-second KO. How do you sign up and see the rules for Deluxe Cup? Here, 1 sec. Normally, it's ! Deluxe, but my commands are broken. So give me 1 second. I'll actually post it. Look at that. Service with a smile. Beyond the Staples Center, you can see America. And I will post it in YouTube as well, in case anyone's interested. All the rules are there. You get to see exactly what's up. I have links to the mod. If you want to play with the mod, you don't have to. It's just, you know, you can. Only I have to have the mod. It's like client side. Maybe the fastest KO I've ever seen. It's definitely up there. Okay. What about that? Tiny bit slower. That was slowest KO I've ever seen. Anaphylaxis moves on. Garlic bread and Hobbs up next. I think that's what they call the secret combo. Not the sacred combo, but the secret combo. It's like a Victory Dragon. If you land these attacks, you win the match. Not the game, but the match. It's a long con. Alright. Garlic bread and Hobbs, here we go. Ooh, Ice Meteor, a little bit of damage there. He's got Vigor. It doesn't do anything, it just makes him move around a little bit faster. And potentially procs Fury if it lands. Nah, we didn't get to see Fury. That would have been cool, though. Oh, the 1-2? 5 life and a dream. Garlic bread tanking the crits. And moving on. Moving on. You forgot your necklace upstairs on purpose. You guys listen to Polar Bear Club? God, I haven't listened to that song in like 10 years. Ooh, combination, big damage. Hobbs up against the wall. What's he going to do? 1-2 straight. Bop, bop. He just doesn't have the guts to do the damage he needs to do right now. Ooh, I lied. Oh, the foolery into the combination. Garlic bread gets foolery at a time where it truly doesn't matter because his opponent had no guts to do anything. Congratulations, Garlic bread. You're moving on to the lightweight rank D playoff finals. Dirty Myrtle and Jacobert up next. All right. This is our last winner's side match, and then we're moving on to losers. We're going to try and get the whole tournament done tonight, but if we can only get up to the top 12 and then we cut it off and we don't get like a crown champion for tonight, it's fine, because the whole point of tonight was to find out what our top 12 is. And then this will determine seeding for later on as well. Okay, here we go. Because normally I would just play it through, but I had a long day today, and I have a long day tomorrow, and I got to get up at 5 a.m. It's currently 10 p.m. my time here, so I'm willing to go till midnight. We got Anger and Real. Ooh, the headbutt was enough. I think Real wore off in the last minute there. Dirty Myrtle takes game number 1. Oh, the double C gun. Bubbles, though, dodges it at 90. Holy moly. Jacobert's on a warpath. Did not like losing that way. Knocking up can do a little bit of damage. Tail lashes. It's a chunk, but it's not enough. Jab combo. Into. We got Real Seed Gatling. This can do a ton of damage. 362. Grits, though. Oh, we saw Real wear off, but it doesn't matter. He just needed to do 1 damage. We got game 3. Here we go. How well do Pixies do in lightweight? It's okay. It's probably their best format because Pixie, unfortunately, just gets obliterated by having those power techs in slot 1. At least this way you can give them like slap or heal raid or something to give them something worthwhile to swing in slot 1 with a mixed attacker build. Dirty Myrtle gonna take that. So congratulations, Dirty Myrtle. You're also advancing. All right. Now we move on down to losers, or as I like to call it, Victory Road. Let me do some buys here. Paladin Toaster. Sorry. Carnation wasn't supposed to be here in the first place, so that one's less sad. You're a towel. Pour one out. Peter Schmidt. And then Bold Blizz. Alright. Dr. Farts and let Leo on. I love that Dr. Fart's like medical assignment is he is a dentist. I've never mentioned it, but Fairy Hair's card is one of my absolute favorite. Like, it's, I don't know what it is about it. It's so simple, but I really like it. Okay, here we go. You'd be a gastroenterologist? Maybe. I think if he was, he wouldn't have the gas in the first place. He's got ease. Let Leo on has not been able to attack. It finally does. 56% chance, and it misses. You had a shot. If I had a shot. Roll assault 26%. He's getting withered. Mustard Arrow, Draco Kato, and Pink Jams are my favorite cards. Those are all really good too, yeah. Ooh, Tail Lashes. We're going to game 3. Just like that. Uno más. The stinking gas opener. It's spooky, but Let Leo on really only does need the one attack. Excelius card a lot. Man's Vogan. Needs like a there is no danger, come with me type pose. Oh, a headbutt. Ah, the whale's gonna win it. The whale's gonna win it. Look at it. He's punching. Punching the juggernaut. Let Leo on, bitch, is gonna win 2-1. Dr. Farts. Fun build. Did not make it though. I'm full of soup and so no head up next. Pinkzilla? Yeah, I like Pinkzilla too. It's like a glamour shot. It's not like a glamour photo shoot in the way you would think of, like it has like the one and then it has like the superimposed head, but just like the background, the backdrop is just like a drape. You like the chibi icons? I like the chibi icons too, but unfortunately it was the start of them doing away with like the monster icons, where it was like the shape of the monster's head like in profile and then the color of the subbreed, which I think is like unbelievably powerful iconography. It's, I think, hard to overstate how fantastic of a design choice that is, and they just never did it again after Monster Rancher 2. I understand why they didn't do it in 3. They had the little location icon beside it, but they could have brought it back for 4. I would say the monster icons in 2 as like a small UI element is like as powerful as like or has as much personality and as much personality and like glue, like it holds everything together in the same way that like a Monster Hunter, like the little drawings of the monsters in Monster Hunter, where they're like kind of like Mesoamerican in their design, and they're like very angular, like that's such like a strong design element as well, and it's like on that level.
That's almost a whole year.
Hey, Mythic Corium. Thank you, man. Very kind of you. All right, here we go. Ooh, the trample. Big damage on the trample. Jab combo. It's a little bit of damage. He's still in it. Needs that lifesteal, though. Slap's not what he wants. Being full of soup's always a winning strategy. 96 face drill miss. Should have been full of less soup. Oh my god. I'm kind of full of soup today. Went to an Italian restaurant that I love, and but they had cream of mushroom that they made that was unbelievably good. There was a new server today that I had never seen. I'm like a regular there. Like I know the owner and stuff. And I don't have like I'm not one of those like the usual guys because I always get something different. But they had a new server, and she was nice, but she had the most bizarre phrasing on everything. I was like, oh, could I get a coffee? And she's like, yeah, you just want it black, right?
Soup is here.
And I've never ordered coffee black there, so it's not like a, oh, she knows me. She doesn't know who I am. So it's not like, ah, yes, the usual, get you black coffee. She's like, you want it black, right? Well, no, I don't. Can I get like 1 milk? And then she's like, okay, no problem. And she was friendly about it. And then she brought out the food, and normally they ask you like, do you want like fresh ground pepper? Do you want like Parmesan on it? And she was like, you don't want anything else, right? And I was like, I don't, but what a bizarre way to phrase the, like, do you want pepper? Do you want chili oil? Do you want olive oil? Do you want Parmesan? Just like, you don't want anything else, right? I was like, all right. I didn't with my soup, but
Gazpacho soup is here.
I don't know. I think she just didn't want to do any extra work. I don't know. Anyway, soup got the soup power up from chat and wins it 2-1. Magic Man and Dayton Airways up next. It was so bizarre, and like it really did kind of like scream to me that she's like, I don't want to go get the shit out of the back or wherever they keep it. But I don't know. It is your job. I still tipped 20%. Wasn't a big deal, but it was just funny to me. Okay, Magic Man, Dayton Airways. Here we go. I'm not gonna tell the owner about it. I'm not gonna even bring it up as like a funny thing that happened. I'm not trying to get anyone in trouble. But if she does it again, I'll probably be like, why are you acting like this? Next time I'm gonna order extra whenever she says like, you don't want anything else, right? Just to like prove a point. Maybe that's the sales strategy, is get the guy who's gonna be contrarian to buy more by telling him that he doesn't want to buy more. Yes, I do. I want to spend more money. That would work on me. I'm not gonna lie. It's like it's kind of like how there's like dude wipes and shit like that for guys who are like so insecure about themselves that they're like, you wouldn't wipe your ass unless you wiped it with dude wipes, wouldn't you? You're not a pussy. And they're like, oh, I'm not a pussy, I'm gonna buy dude wipes. I'm like that with like people who think I can't eat, because like I'm 5'9", I'm like a normal sized guy, but I go into restaurants all the time and I order food and they're like, I think that's too much food. And it's like, don't fucking tell me how much food it is. I think I'm doing okay. Monster Rancher Esports real thing? Yes, sir. Kinda. Dayton Airways wins that, by the way. Phoenix and I'm a Fuzzy Duck up next. The easiest way to manipulate me into buying something is, it only really works with food, and it's to tell me that I'm too much of a little baby to finish whatever food I ordered. I'll order a second one. Do it again. There's that story about, who was it? The Mel Brooks story about Alfred Hitchcock when they met. And they went to a deli or a diner or something, and he ordered like a bunch of food. Like he got a sandwich, and he got soup, and he got some pasta, and he got dessert. And then Hitchcock at the end is like, I'm feeling a bit peckish. Run it back. I'll get one of everything a second time. Like I'll just eat another like 3,000 calories. That's so sick. That's so beast mode, man. All right, here we go. Tank versus speed. What do we got? 29% of roll assault misses it. I don't think he said run it back. I don't remember his exact words, but if he said run it back, that's sick as hell. Giant press. I think he said let's do it again was the actual quote, but it's just so funny. My ex got so much unlimited salad at Olive Garden once that the staff, excuse me, was concerned. I don't think I've ever made anyone concerned. The only time I've had someone be like really concerned is I went to an Indian restaurant and I ordered a bunch of stuff that I had like never had before. And but I kind of looked it up beforehand to see what it was. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll like this. And I order it and they look at me weird. And my first thought is like, I ordered like 6 rices or something. Like I fucked up. I ordered something that doesn't make any sense. And they're like, no, it's just like, it's like actually spicy. And I was like, oh yeah, that's fine. Spicy is fine. And they're like, no, like we know white people come in here all the time and they say it's spicy and spicy is fine. And then we have to refund them. And I'm like, no, it's okay. I won't refund. It's fine. I will say, eating so much that they are like concerned for you is like, it's partially a flex and it's partially like a wake-up call. It's like, we're scaring the staff. I don't know, man. It was salad? Okay, but it was Olive Garden. Was it Caesar salad? Was it like a 600 calorie salad? Or was it just like garden salad with a vinaigrette? Because if it's the latter, fine. You can eat like 1,000 of those. As long as the vinaigrette's not like super heavy and it's more vinegar than oil. You don't eat that shit? You don't eat... Alright, well. We're seeing problems here. If staff's concerned, they probably saw someone fall headfirst into their plate already. Dude, when I was going to college, I was super, super broke. My parents were helping me out however they could, but I was like $90 a month for all my groceries and stuff, right? And I've told this story before, but like I started like selling weed to like be able to pay for college and did pretty well for myself. Ran a little business. Don't worry about it. It's legal now, so you know what the fuck are you gonna do about it. But before then, before I had the startup capital to do my small business, we went to Mandarin once, and Mandarin is in Canada. It is an all-you-can-eat Chinese and like Canadian like pizza and stuff buffet. So it's got Chinese food, it's got like some traditional Chinese food, it's got like the white Chinese food like deep fried egg rolls and shit and chicken balls, and it's got you know, pizza and wings and things like that. And my friend was having a birthday party there, and he was like, yeah, let's go to Mandarin and get a shit ton of food. And I, you know, being a starving student, was like, I'm gonna fill up. And I ate, I think, 5 pounds of food, and on the drive home, I literally wanted to die. Not like, oh, I feel bad. I was like, I would rather be dead than feel the way I feel right now. It was the most unbearable, like, discomfort. Discomfort is underselling it. I wanted to die. It was awful, man. It was so intense. I ate way too much food, and I overcompensated so hard for, you know, the fact that I was eating like probably like a 200 calorie deficit every day, not on purpose. Just like I literally couldn't afford enough food to eat. And I on the car ride home, I wasn't feeling sick like I'm gonna throw up. I was feeling sick like my body is going to just shut off. And I didn't have the energy to like say anything, so I just pretended I fell asleep in the back of the car. And everyone's like, oh, Nash ate so much like that he passed out, haha. And like, you know, nobody was being mean about it, but it was just like a joke, like, oh, he's got the itis, haha. And I'm just like closed eyes, like maintain, don't go into the light. You can survive this. And then I got home, and I think I forced myself to throw up. And that's how my bulimia started. Nah, I can't joke about that. That's not nice. It was the most miserable I've ever felt in my life. It was so bad. Don't eat 5 pounds of food. Brother, if I was bulimic, it's not working. It's so hard for me to lose weight now. I'm at a point now where I'm only about 10 pounds overweight. So it's really, really tough, even with everything I'm doing workout-wise, to like shed the last bit. I have 12 pounds to lose before my fight. And then my fight's in June. So I have, what, 4 months to lose 12 pounds? But realistically, I want to lose closer to like 15, so, you know, if my scale is a little bit off, I don't show up to weigh in and realize I'm way off. God, that's my nightmare right now, is to like come in at 165 and just be like, I'm ready, let's go. And then I go there and it's like, oh, by the way, your scale at home was calibrated improperly and you're actually like 4 pounds overweight and you got to fight in 3 hours. The horrors of overeating on munchies? Yeah. When I was 10 years younger, I could eat amounts that could kill me. Now, my wife and I always talk about that. Also, Lame Punch Man with the big comeback there. Holy moly. Wins at 2-1. We used to go out to restaurants where there was, like, gimmicks about, like, how big the food, like, how big the burgers were, stuff like that. And we would always, like, smash them. And she's smaller than me. Like, she's like, what, like 105 pounds or something? And she'd eat like this like 2.5, 3 pound burger. And they'd always be like, oh my god, how the fuck? I don't know. Kobayashi shit going on there. I don't know how it works, but now I think about that and it's like, I'd rather do anything else than like eat that much food. I don't know how I ever managed it. And I was way smaller. Back then I was probably like 140. So that's like 35 pounds lighter than right now. Okay, wet paint and Brixie, here we go. But also, I'm beyond the point of like eating gimmick food, right? Like, I'm eating food because it's good. I got the money for it. It's not like, oh, $20 for a burger that might kill me if I eat the whole thing. It's like, no, I'll go spend some money on a real meal. Mega Ray misses at 69, not very nice. Hits the bolt, but doesn't do any damage. Oh, the Flattening X misses at 94. Flattening X has a really long animation if it hits, but it's really, really quick on a miss. See another one? Running down the clock, look at that. That's like almost half the match gone. Yeah, when he swung the first one, there was 40 seconds left. Holy moly. Wet paint crushes Brixie. Unfortunate for Brixie fans. Dial Up and Alice up next. Brixie also a great name. He did the thing, yeah. Alice is Dan's. Now I have to self-control myself not to eat the whole ice cream pack when I smoke. I feel ya. Yeah, I haven't gotten high in a very, very long time. Not since, I don't know, probably not in like 10 years. I've had weed like once or twice since then, but I'm like not to the point where like I got like a significant buzz off it. It's more so just because, you know, my wife just gets really sleepy, so it's not great. It's not like a thing we do because she's just gonna fall asleep, and then it's like, I don't want to be I'm already getting high by myself. I'm a fucking adult. It's like I'm not drinking on a Wednesday. Same vibes. All right, here we go. Boyfriend smokes a lot. Couldn't be me. Not anymore, at least. The lightning miss. Getting high all day is something you should treat yourself. It does feel good. Alright, so the tree wins game 1. Game 2, here we go. I never did so much weed that it was like hard to stop. I never drank so much that it was hard to stop. It was just like I did it socially, and then once college was done, I was like, I don't really have the money for this. Like, that was the big thing, was like, I'd rather spend my money elsewhere. That was really the biggest thing. The real tanking, look at that. Also, huge guts gen on that. Dial up, gonna take it. He's moving up. Bad night for Pixies, unfortunately. Unpopular and Uni up next. We got more mocks. Unpopular, if it wins this, we'll have to fight Dial Up. Alright. Another Pixie mock matchup. Here we go. Just boot up the game with some new headphones and ear flashbang myself. Oh my god, dude, it's so loud. Not even that, but the original, the Tecmo sound. Okay, here we go. Ooh, the Energy Steal miss at 37%. This game older, or are you promoting the remaster? This is a remaster that came out in 2021. I'm not really promoting it. I guess I'm always promoting it. Monster Rancher is what we do most of the time on this channel. I have some other videos that aren't Monster Rancher related, but most of them are Monster Rancher related. The two big videos I have that aren't are, one is about Mag Cargo specifically. Is there a way to mod the music? Yeah, you can just swap out the files to be whatever you want them to be. You can, the intro video, you can just make it whatever you want as well. I debated making the intro video the Moonbase Alpha, because I thought it would be funny. You literally just find and replace the videos and the songs and the files. Also, sorry, I missed it. Who won? Who won game one? Just deleted it altogether? That's fair, too. Pixie won? Okay. Yeah, I think having like a Mon base alpha I think would be pretty funny. Gonna miss the deadline for Deluxe. Been out of it a bit with all this stuff happening. Are you still in Cotter, or are you back in the Philippines? Sorry to dox you like that. I suppose they're both big countries. Like, nobody knows where you are. You're in the Philippines, but my wife is in Cotter. Oh my god, that's so unfortunate. I'm so sorry, man. Oh, Phantom Claw, big damage. Another headbutt. Is there anything you had in mind? My problem is I don't have a lot of ideas for streams that aren't getting the DXBL out of the way in the next couple of weeks. So if you're really stuck, maybe we could raise something for you on stream. Unpopular. You could take a managerial role. Unpopular, gonna lose that one. Uni, moving on. So we don't see the tree-on-tree violence. Majora's Mask and Dayton Airways up next. I don't know if there's an apostrophe or not. We can't have the first Deluxe Cup champ not be in the Deluxe Cup. Was it gonna make an Arrowhead Ape? Ooh. One with the banana, hoping to enter a monkey. Well, it makes it full circle. I saw in the anime and Journal training some monsters, no idea what's going on. So this is all computer versus computer. Basically, different people in the community have made these monsters. We're playing a specific format because there's no player control here. The way to stop every match from being the same is that we run different formats. So different stat caps. This one, for example, you can't raise any stats over 500. And then there's a couple of other little stipulations, but it's not really that important. There's some where it's like closer to allowing you to just max out your stats. There's some where it's like each stat needs to be a specific number. There's a bunch of different versions of tournaments, and it allows different monsters to like excel because it's not a balanced game. Some shit is way stronger than others. So different formats allows you to like see monsters that normally just get like brutalized all the time shine. Like Pixie that we just saw in the last 2 matches, the woman the woman you get to raise in the monster raising game is like horrendously bad. But in this format, it allows her a couple of opportunities that she doesn't have in other ones. So kind of cool. But yeah, this game is a lot like that Vine, or is it Vine or TikTok, where it's the guy commentating the 2 teams of guys playing with the toys. And there's like the Daisy Duck, and he like wraps her head with the phone cord and then hangs up the phone and like tries to pour a bottle of water on it, and he gets the umbrella out. It's just nonsense. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, Monster Rancher is... I guess if you've seen Germa raise a monster, you at least understand like the basics. Do people submit their monster data, or is there a shared database when you enter the name? So basically, you upload... Like, on the main menu, there's like a versus mode, and you click on it, and you click a save file to upload to the cloud. And then once you've done that, then I can search for it. German Attorney was funny. Yeah, it was really funny. I enjoyed watching it. Very cool of him to let me restream it. It was super sick to hang out. Does he know the counter melody? Yeah, exactly. That's one of my favorite videos, and everybody who watches that, and they'll like quote tweet it with like, this is what playing X feels like to outsiders, and it's like everybody feels that way about their own game, right? Nice idea by the devs. Yeah, the way we used to do it, way back in the day. I say we like I was part of it, but I wasn't part of it. Was people would literally mail memory cards back and forth, or you could use a Dex drive, which was this expensive piece of hardware that you would buy that basically allowed you to plug a memory card in and dump the files onto your PC. And so you could do that basically so you only needed one memory card, and then you could back everything up. And then, you know, you save money on memory cards that way. But also, you could just take those files and email them to someone, and then they could download it, put it on their card through a Dex drive, and then, you know, run simulations on a PS1 and then, like, film it with a handy cam, which is what Monster Fenric used to do. Oops. But we're way past that. And then in the before DX released in 2021, what we used to do was we would play on emulator. And yeah, you would just play on emulator, and then you would send the host your memory card file. Just think on PS2 in the second system for the save files. Yeah, exactly. I actually lost my old memory card files that had stuff from pre-COVID. Damn. Woman Joker is my favorite monster in Monster Rancher 2. Woman Joker is pretty good. Why she lick that rock, though? Also, congratulations, Majora's Mask. Dayton Airways, I think, underperformed a little bit. I think Dayton Airways is a really strong monster. Didn't do particularly well tonight, but them's the breaks. We've seen it fight before. We know what it's capable of. It happens. It do happen. Disk that had the file had some partition issue? Damn, gross. Speaking of Woman Joker, Have more monsters and some may overperform. Yeah, that's the nice thing, right? Is that you probably have 6 monsters in it. George Masker's your boy. Finally won. He's still in it. He's 1 and
I
1.
want to play video games.
Good luck, everyone.
He's got to win 1 more to make the finals. Oh, wait. I didn't even realize. All the Sorry, I wasn't even paying attention. Hey, OG Red Leader. Thank you, man. All of the other monsters that lost, like Jam and Jelly, Nero, Hobbs, and Jacobert, they also advance. They still make top 12. They're doing fine. But yeah. The Battle Club of the Japanese Monster Rancher competitive community has annual person events that cycle through based on the Big 4 Legend Cup. Yeah. Yeah, that's very cool. Got a Streamlabs link? For what? I stopped using Streamlabs because they said some crazy shit about the war in Gaza. For Dono? Oh, yeah. Actually, on here on Twitch. Sec. I have a there's a button here. I appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, in-person Monster Rancher tournaments are fun. We've done 2 at the last 2 combo breakers. We're not going to do it this year. There's so many more things I could do with my money than go to the United States right now, unfortunately. I would love to go, but it's just, like... On the off chance that you get, like, stopped at the border or something, it just becomes, like, such a nightmare to re-enter again later on. I'm not even a guy who would necessarily have any problems with it, right? Like, I don't think I'd be someone who they would stop, but it's just, like, in the 1 in a million chance, like, I don't want to... It's not worth the risk for, like, Monster Rancher. I love Monster Rancher, but it's okay. Sucks to hear. I understand the US just isn't really safe. It's, yeah, I mean... I would be safe, I think, but getting in is just the problem. Getting turned away at the border is actually, like, a big deal. It's not even like, oh, I'm still in Canada, so whatever. It's like, no, next time I want to go to the States, it becomes a huge issue. Ooh, after what happened in Kansas, to have to consider immigrating elsewhere? Yeah, I get it. Damn, Chill Jill gonna take it. Ooh, the flame. He's got power. Bolt? Ooh, it's gonna be enough. Lady Death. Lady Death. You know, it's just providing a chilling effect, and it's true to everyone who lives in it as well. It's just, it's too much drama. Like, it seems so glib to call it drama, but it's just, like, if I were to go there, there's a chance for things to be dramatic, and I don't need that, you know? Phoenix and Clover. Even though you wouldn't necessarily stick out, I wouldn't be caught dead walking around the US with non-US DL right now. Yeah. Also, this is a thing, I'm not, like, I'm obviously white. Like, surprise, face reveal, race reveal. but my last name is Bussière, which is French. And to people who are stupid as hell, it looks Spanish. And my dad has had this problem in the States before working, where he's on job sites, and they're like, "Are you Mexican? What's your name? Bussieres? Are you a Mexican?" And he's like, "Do I look it? I'm white as shit, bro. Like, what the fuck?" So, you know, all it takes is one guy to send me, who like doesn't know how to read, to send me to fucking Guatemala or whatever. Oh, you're white. Name 6 white people. Germa. Michael Jackson. No. Oh, fuck. I messed up. Thought the race reveal was coming at 5 million subs. Yeah, the real race reveal is coming at 5 million subs. Obama, oh no. Alright, Clover with a very quick game 1. Damn, Somersault's doing work, man. Phoenix missed the death punch. Hits it. 30% on these swings, 2 in a row. You'd love to see it if you're a Joker fan. Clover's gonna take it, though. You're human? Name 6 people. It's really hard enough if you're not in the headspace. I love the Name 100 Women challenge. You know what's really funny is I think I would probably, I don't think I would probably fail it. I would be able to do the 100 Women challenge. I'm not a moron. But I think I would get so nervous about it that I would overthink and like stress myself out and take a long time. I don't have the sauce. Love the Name a Woman to a Woman clip that shows how badly people panic when put on the spot. Yeah. And the Northern Lion clip where he does it in like 5 minutes is really funny though. Credit card says no, and that's fine. You can, well, yeah, Dono is the easiest. If you want to support, you want to get something out of it, you can join like a... Oh, it's just your card specifically. But yeah, if you, you know, want to get a little bit something more out of it, you can join the Patreon or YouTube members. There's bonuses, like extra videos and stuff that you can watch. Most of the bonus videos are not Monster Rancher related. They're just super funny videos that I took way too long to edit, so it didn't make sense for me to put them out as part of like my normal content. It was like, do I upload this Digimon digital card battle video from 3.5 years ago today? Like, do I do that? No, I'll make that special content for the members, you know? Right now we have Digimon digital card battle. We got 2 videos on Monkey Puncher, which is, I think, one of the funniest games I've ever played in my life. Incredible game. We've got all of the Gallop Racer games I played. I played all of the Proto Uma Musume games. Those were a nightmare. I played... What else is on there? Mombazoo. We got a Mombazoo stream from like 4 years ago. That is also like incredible. We had a bit where we were... Mombazoo is like it's a Unity asset game where you're making... you're like souping up a car basically, and so we were playing a bunch of like Eurobeat stuff while it was happening, and we had gas playing in the background as I was flying over a hill and just like spinning, and the gas tank I had in my back seat like floated slowly into my view, and then it was like in the camera while gas is playing during the chorus. The SSX3 stuff, yeah. I think that's gonna be the next one, is the SSX3 stream. And then we played On Tour, and On Tour kind of sucks. The frame rate is like unbelievably dog shit, man. I don't know why they're like, yeah, let's... It's because it's the vibe. They wanted it to be more cinematic, but it's like a 28 frame per second or 24 frame per second game. Doesn't feel like SSX. Power World stream is funny, yeah. That one's available to everyone though. Good place to mention this. After being in legal hell with an NFT grifter for years, Imagineer finally got the rights to Metabots brand back. Yeah, I saw that. It's a Vampire Survivors rip-off gacha mobile game? Fuck that, man. What the hell? Metabots, continuing their streak of coolest IP with the worst games. The Metabots games are not good, man. At least the ones we have, they're not good. And I want them to be good because Metabots is like one of the coolest like IPs, I think. It's like fucking Armored Core, but anime. Now Armored Core is pretty fucking anime too, but like you know what I mean. You know what I'm getting at. I only play 3 mobile games and I barely touch them. I literally only play Pocket now. I don't play anything else. You didn't like stand in a corner to charge Kabuto Metaforce Simulator? Yeah. Custom Robo? Yeah. I never played Custom Robo, but it's obviously got very similar vibes, right? Dial Up and Uni. Another match where the winner goes on to play in the finals. The leaf cutter. The headbutt. We've seen a lot of Mach versus Pixie tonight. Monster Farm Line, Pocket in that one free-to-play Pokemon puzzle game where you collect plushies. Oh, I forget what it's called, but yeah, I remember. I played that a little bit. My device is sadly probably still too weak to run AC. I've been debating getting AC6, but I have not. The Flame Miss. Leaf Gun. Headbutt. High kick? Damn, it's an even match. Another high kick and misses though. Twig Gatling got exploded. Withered to hell. Still in it though. Uni's got 20 seconds to make something happen. Lightning gonna do a little chunk. Not enough to kill. Anything from either monster will KO at this point though. Next hit wins. Oh, the Phantom Claw. Uni's gonna take it. We got a Pixie in finals. And potentially 2. Our last match before everybody is in finals. We've got Majora's Mask and Lady Death. 2 very cool monsters you never see in competitive play. One of them's got to go home. This is the end of the road for one of them. And one of them will play in the finals in a few weeks. All right, here we go. I just think he's neat. The face is so funny, man. I love it. As a kid, I thought the face was really ugly, and I'm like, why would I ever pick this when I could get a cool, like, regular hanger with an eyeball? But as an adult, I'm like, the face is great. I love Black Hanger. The runes on him are sick. Oh, kicked in the balls. Game number 2, here we go. Again, goddamn. He doesn't like that. Ooh. Napalm shot. Flame? Oh, that's it. He did good, though. He had a good run tonight. Or he had a run. Is that... Did you go 1 and 2? Yeah. Or, no, you should have done better than that. 2 and 2, I think. Yeah, 2 and 2 tonight. So, pretty good. Going even is always really strong. Alright, we are in our finals. We are in our top 12. Let me, break it down a little bit. Let's take a look. So, all of these monsters will be fighting with the 6 monsters that were already in, like, that got a bye because they had a high enough ranking on the way in. But Cyclops, Anaphylaxis, Garlic Bread, Dirty Myrtle, Nero Clover, Jam and Jelly, Wet Paint, Jacobert, Uni, Hobbs, and Lady Death will fight again. We're going to run through the rest of this bracket. We will do some bets for the last couple of rounds. But, yeah, let's get into it. Congratulations, everybody. We'll see these monsters at least one more time. Cyclops and Anaphylaxis up first. Okay, here we go. So this is the determined seeding for the finals later. Doing well here means that you get to fight weaker monsters later. Damn, the triple Phantom Claw? Holy moly. Ooh, triple stings. Let's go. Game number 3. Here we go. The double thrust claw. Claw pinch? Oh, he's dead. He's dead, Jim. He gets the grit. He's still in it. He's got no ears, but he's got an eye on. Couldn't survive it. Cyclops moving on. Or sorry, Anaphylaxis is moving on. Cyclops is still in it, but... Garlic Bread and Dirty Myrtle. A lot of hyphens tonight, eh? Okay, here we go. It might be a tough match for your boy. There's a lot of withering here, yeah. And intelligence, obviously, is hard to tank with a power tank. The 1-2, landing everything, though. Game 2. Tidal Wave miss at 87%. Damn. Garlic Bread in a great spot here. Misses the bite. One of those misses was way more important than the other one, though. Knocking up. Good chunk of damage there. Needs to get out of range 1 if it wants to win. Ice Bomb gonna do a little bit of damage. The Tidal Wave comes in. Also, I guess it's not a power tank. It's a mixed attacker. I don't know what I'm talking about. How do you get into Discord for subs? You're subbed at Zilla. Yeah, if you're on the Discord, you are automatically added to the channel, the Olive Garden channel. Also, I added you in the last video, but I did not get an answer from you on what monster you wanted beside your name, so I just put something that I already had made up. But if you have a monster you want to like accompany your name in the credits, let me know. Don't let me know here because I'm gonna forget, but like message me on the Discord or something. If you're just not in the Discord at all, it's in the description of the video. Tidal wave, big damage, garlic bread in a little bit of trouble here, the headbutt, but a lot of guts here, can do big damage. Ooh, big crit on the bite. A bite, one more. Oh, the grit. They're both in it. Next hit wins, basically. The scratch! Garlic bread, gonna take it. So garlic bread moves on to winners finals with anaphylaxis. Never saw it, I'll look again. No problem, don't worry about it. Nero and Clover. We're in losers now. Wasn't it 1-1? I thought she won the first one. Or he won the first one. Someone's able to watch it back. I thought Garlic Bread won game 1. And then the Zilla won game 2. We can watch it back real quick here. I can do this right on YouTube. So much easier on YouTube now. Yeah, game 1. Yeah. Dude, it's so much easier now to do this. Clover wins. Way, way easier for me to check than it used to be. Yeah, no problem. It doesn't matter if you missed it. Always appreciate an opportunity to check. Damn, Nero got one-tapped in 4 straight games. Real unfortunate. Clover's gonna win that. Nero still advances to the finals. It's just, you know, his run tonight is over. Jam and jelly and wet paint. All right, we got a monkey and we got a wall. Ooh, triple beams, huge damage. Gets power though. You're gonna die. You're gonna die, clown. Oh my god. Huge thwack. The spike bite miss at 71. Wet paint still in it. Boomerang not enough to kill, but double boomerang. You made the monkey mad. The plant colors are so cool. Yeah, plant is definitely one of the best sub breeds, I think. It's such an easy and readable like scheme, like color scheme, right? Also, I just realized that because of where ape is in the list of monsters, every ape has this fringe around their neck. It's just invisible on all the other apes. It's hidden with transparency. That's really funny. You can do a lot with that. Nobody has yet in the More Monsters mod, but the opportunity is there to do something interesting, I think. Rematch? No. It's the boomerang on the way back. Vaporeon fins? Yeah, you could do that. Jacobert and Uni. Or wait, did they do something like that for the Joker one? Yeah, okay. Frills with the Joker, yeah. As soon as you said the frill, it made me think of the monkey. Or the Joker monkey. They're all monkeys. That's right. Yes. You're both right. I'm an idiot. I get it, okay? Jester Monkey is a possibility. Yeah, someone made that for the mod, the More Monsters mod. If you're not aware or up to date on it, there is a mod for the DX version of this game on Steam where people from the community have collectively added over 200 additional monsters to the game. All the like different mixed breeds that don't already exist in the game. Ape Melner could be Winston. Ape Melner is already... Someone already made it, and it looks really good. It does not look like Winston, though. Face drill, big damage. Face drill, big damage. But yeah, I'm really surprised at how many monsters have already been made. It's only been going on for a couple of months now, and it's, well, I mean, it's probably close to almost a year. Well, no, it was like, what, October or September or something, right? Ooh, flame. Do you have a command for MMM? Maybe good for when we have the next Deluxe Cup. No, but there is a link to it in the Deluxe Cup sign up. But yeah, maybe that's something I can do. All my commands are broken right now, so I have to fix it, but... The slap kill? What a way to go out. Slap by the reggae plant. So that's the end of Uni's run for tonight. 2-1. Hobbs and Lady Death. Here we go. So like this, for example, is not a Kato that exists in the regular game. This is something I made. Kato Hopper doesn't normally exist. But I made a little guy. Made a little trash panda. Here we go. Ice Wave, big miss. Frantic Rush, hits him with the Frantic Rush. Hits him again with Frantic Rush. The best move. The skin? Yeah, I made the skin. Jetsteam is the person who made Hobbs. Damn, Frantic Rush going crazy. The name Hobbs makes a lot more sense when he has the actual, like, the correct skin on him. Quadruple Frantic Rush is insane, and when they all land, too. Or 3 of the 4 land. Flame, big miss. Oh, the ice spikes, he gets him. Can Grit proc more than once per battle? Nope. Once. Hobbs. Gonna take that one. Alright, we're in top 6. Top 6, top 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yep. Clover and Jam and Jelly. The plant subs have to duke it out. UKMR could... Right? Yeah, UKMR is different, but yes. You can stack different cookies that give you extra grits. Ooh, roll assault miss. Boomerang hits. Good chunk of damage there. Clover's not out of it. Good crit on 2 lashes. You need something big to finish him off, though. Boomerang. Good dodge. Somersaults is probably what it takes. Regular somersault, not going to do it without a crit. But 2 in a row? 2 in a row will do it. Clover takes game 1. Roll assault. Ooh. Lightspeed monkey. The lightspeed monkey misses, though. Boomerang. A little bit of damage there. Slap. Jam and jelly still in it. UKMR has 2 guaranteed grits, which makes the game super weird. Cyclone Golem can't really exist as a playstyle. I think there's like a ban list where you can only use one or the other. I haven't played UKMR competitively in a long time though. It's really crazy just not having the time for Monster Rancher as much as I used to anymore. It's format dependent? Okay, that makes sense. Damn, the power boomerang. Jam and jelly. I'm gonna take it. Okay, I gotta rewatch. Was that game 2 or... It wins game 1. Now we're here. So it was game 2. No, wait. Did Monkey win 2 in a row? Yeah, Monkey won 2 in a row. The monkey wins it. Okay. So next up, we got Jacobert and Hobbs. Jelly 1-2, Clover Jelly, Clover Jelly. No, it was, yeah, you're right. It was Clover Jelly Jelly. Clover Jelly? How would that even work? Speedsters get both, tanks only get 1. Okay. Oh, so it's just to like balance out whichever build is the strongest. That's cool. I like how there's like a little bit more like modularity in how you can set up your rules in UKMR than there is in something like this. The best we can do is like mixed attacker, and that's that. There's a lot of cool ideas in UKMR. I think it's a really good game. After like Monster Rancher 2 and 3, maybe Advance 1, it's probably my favorite Monster Rancher game. Advance 1 and like Monster Rancher 1 are like pretty similar in how easy they are. The vibes of Monster Rancher 2, I'm not a big fan of. I know it's basically Monster Rancher Advance 1 with more stuff, but there's just something about it. And I think it's that fucked up hair sprite. That just like... Sorry. Alright, that's 1-1, right? We're going into game 3. Monster Rancher Advance 2, yeah. Alright, so that was 3 quick games. I think... I gotta watch this back just to be sure, but I think that's it. 1... Okay, Hobbs actually lost. Sorry. Hobbs got KO'd. Hobbs got KO'd. It was 3 games. I'm going to give Hobbs the win, like, a 1. He still doesn't advance, but, you know, he did get a KO, so good for him. All right. Dirty Myrtle and Jam and Jelly up next. And now I think we're going to start betting. We've only got a couple of matches left. We're in top 6. He did better than I expected. He made top 8. He advances to the finals. All right. Predictions live. Who do you like? Get your bets in. Get your bets in. I've debated this like a while ago. I was talking about it on stream a couple of weeks ago, maybe months ago at this point. But I think after DXBL is over and I've run the Deluxe Cup, outside of Monday night streams, I think my streaming schedule is going to be... I'm going to try to make something a little bit more consistent, but it's not going to be nights every time. I think I need to move away from streaming nights. It's just... It's too much. There's too many times where I'm working nights or I'm working early mornings, and it's just, I can't, like, work around it. Like today, holy shit, for example, I knew we had to do this, so I'm just, like, powering through, but, like, I worked all day today, and then the reason we started so late is I took a nap because I was feeling like shit because I'm still sick, and I was like, I just gotta get up and force myself to do it. And then, yeah, I gotta be up in 5 hours. Jam and Jelly. Quick 2-0. Congratulations, Jam and Jelly. Cyclops and Jacobert up next. I'll pay you out. Don't worry. So I can start after 3. I think the idea, like, I'm never gonna be like streaming is my main income type thing. Also, yeah, you got a lot of points on that. Holy moly. Start prediction. Who do you like? Let's go. I'm like, streaming's not gonna be my main thing, right? And so I've had people talk to me and they're like, oh, like, they're not trying to be mean about it, but they're like, oh, I noticed like your stream hasn't grown much in the last couple of years, and it's like, yeah, you're right. But also, like, I don't stream consistently. I stream most of the time, 1 time a week. If you want your stream to grow, you gotta stream way more than that. You gotta have a consistent schedule, and then even then, it's luck on top of that. There's so many people, especially people in the Monster Rancher community that, like, I'm friends with, who stream constantly. And they have a schedule that they really stick to, and they're trying to make a go of it, and it's just like they're not... It's not really their... It's not going to be a money-making thing for them, right? But they're trying, and more power to them. But, yeah, it's like... There's only... Nobody bet on this. Nobody cared. It's fine. We just had like 9,000 chips go, and then this one was whatever. Too big to be problematic? Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would ever have to worry about that. And also, every time we've had someone weird in chat, they get bodied pretty quick. But I do think if I'm going to keep streaming... I will have to change my schedule up a little bit. I'm enjoying Monster Rancher people streams, but the only one whose schedules line up with me is Unholy and Macho. Yeah, I feel that. Waiting for me to finish my story? My bad. I don't even remember what the story was. Dude, I'm not paying any attention. What the fuck is happening? Where are we? Who am I? What am I? What am I? Okay. It's so quick to check now. That's a 2-0. 10K viewer streams, incoherent blur of chat. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I also don't have the personality for that. I don't have the type of, like, the je ne sais quoi to, like, carry something like that. Part of it is a skill issue. And then part of it is literally, like I was saying, because of when I stream. I'm always tired because I'm streaming before I go to bed. There's no like wake up, have a coffee, hey everybody, let's take on the day. It's not a job, right? And because it's not a job, it's nice that I can just be like, fuck it, I'm not streaming today. But also, the downside is I'm not able to like flex the muscle. I'm not able to like practice and like get better at like talking to people. And the other downside is I'm not really awake. I'm barely hanging on most of the time. Daytime streams now and then would be great. It's a different beast, but something about having something up at work is my favorite. Yeah. All right. The other thing is, a lot of the time, the reason I was like, I'm going to stream at night, and during the day, I'm going to work on video stuff. And then I got the Joel Hodgson energy. I don't know about that. I do, kind of. I'm a little bit less sleepy than I used to be, but I'm still pretty sleepy. Choose outcome. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. Nobody bet. All right. Prediction is live this time. Who do you like? Mike T. Nelson. We got Joel heads and Mike fans. They're gonna fight to the death here. Jonah was okay, but Jonah knows he's not in the conversation. I rewatched the Mac and Me episode last night as I was going to sleep. That's a good one. Pretty nice. Is that still a thing you can do? Hold on. I think I might still have it. Only like the revival for Felicia Day. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. And this is just because, you know, I'm a misogynist. But worst part of the show. Can you imagine? No, I don't. I think she's like hammy in a way that's like good for the show. But I think the banter's like okay. I think a lot of people don't like the banter because they think there's too much. But I'm a fan of it. I think it's pretty good. Mike and the original dudes are coming back? Really? Have Mike and Joel ever met? Like on the show? Are they allowed? Kickstarter 6 episodes? That's sick. Alright, Anaphylaxis takes it. But Garlic Bread goes into losers. Anaphylaxis goes to winners finals. Jam and Jelly and Cyclops up next. Joel and Frank came back for a little cameo. That's cool. I think one of the best bits from the new show is Patton Oswalt being named TV's son of TV's Frank. TV's Frank is like maybe one of the funniest names for a character of all time. Arrowhead's a rough customer. He's tough. All right. Prediction is live. Don't even usually like Patton Oswalt. I think he's pretty good. His book was okay. There's some instances where it's like it doesn't make any sense, but he has a pseudo autobiography where it's just like stories about him growing up working in a movie theater. It's pretty good. %85 on Cyclops. Patton's pretty great. Yeah, I don't know if Patton Oswalt should have done that to JFK though. Tried so hard to like the new ones on Netflix, but then just went on riff tracks and watched those instead. I think they're fine, but I think if you watch them back to back with the old ones, it is obvious that like it's different. Also, they did like an Asylum movie in the second season of the Netflix one, which is like, why are you doing Asylum movies, man? Like, it's a movie made bad on purpose. Though it does have, it's the one with the Pacific Rim knockoff that has Graham Greene in it. And Graham Greene doing his best to like save the shittiest movie of all time. So I guess it's okay. I'm not paying any attention to who's winning these now, so I'm straight up just watching them back. Yeah, 2-0 for Cyclops. All right, so we got Cyclops, Garlic Bread. Jam and Jelly gets 4th place. Congratulations, Jam and Jelly. I thought Jam and Jelly had a shot to win the whole thing.
Oh, no, I need your help burying his body.
I want to play video games.
Hey, Comrade Bob.
It's almost a year.
And some garbage bags.
That is almost a year. Holy moly. Missed the pre-Sharknado era where silent movies weren't bad on purpose. Well, I mean, I think they were always bad on purpose. It was just like a cost analysis, right? It was how quick and how cheap can we make a movie that takes no effort and, you know, make money. It's the equivalent of like, it's like a McDonald's, right? Like, quantity, get that shit out the door. Doesn't need to be good. Needs to hit a minimum required threshold, and then as long as we pass that bar, we're good. And then we spend, you know, $700,000 on this movie, we make $1 million on it after everyone's paid, and that helps bankroll the next one. We spend maybe $1 million on the next one, we make like 1.6 million on it, and then we just like keep going. Make 40 movies a year. It's probably a lot of work. Okay, prediction is live. This is losers finals. See the reviews of Pocopia? Looks good. Yeah, it does look good. we were talking about it earlier. I don't think I'm gonna get it, and the only reason I don't think I'm gonna get it is because I literally think I would waste too much time on it. I have a bunch of stuff I have a bunch of, I wouldn't say career goals, but like I have goals I want to achieve this year, and I don't want to be tempted. There's a bunch of videos I want to make this year. There's a bunch of videos I have to make this year. I got the fight coming up. Probably 2 fights this year if the first one goes really well. Just a lot of stuff I want to wrap up on the channel and then like move on to new and exciting, interesting ideas. It'll still be available down the road, yeah. Plus, with tariffs and shit, I don't want to buy a Switch 2 right now. Safe bets too, not losing 40 million on a flop. At the worst, you take back the next one. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Twister Claw. Cyclops takes game number 1. He's got a shot to win the whole thing. If he beats Garlic Bread here, he's in grand finals. Doing audio for MMA? No, I have a boxing match. Someone else will be doing audio for my fight. What's my walkout song gonna be? We were talking about that a couple of weeks ago. I tried for the interest in seeing Nintendo finally figured out how to do multiplayer in a cozy game. It's, yeah. But it's not really Nintendo, though. It's Koei Tecmo. Yes, I'll also be diving more into hobby game design for sure. You know what, like, the biggest... This is going to sound really ungrateful. And I don't want it to come off as ungrateful, but... You know, we don't have 100 people watching on Twitch and 100 people watching on YouTube right now. We've got the core audience. We got like 50 and 40 or so. Yeah. So the homies are watching right now. One of the worst things about my channel, about YouTube and about doing all this, is how much money it makes now. Because it doesn't make a lot of money, but it makes too much money for me to pivot hard into something else. If I were to stop doing it entirely, I would notice it in my income. It's no longer like I simply do this for fun, and that's been weighing on me a little bit. Especially because, like, right now, it's a little bit too much with everything else I have going on. That's why I haven't been streaming a ton. That's why video uploads are really sparse, and it's really either Project L edits something for me, or I put out a big video. Like, I put out the combination video, and people seem to really like that. But other than that, I haven't edited a single video in, like, 4 months other than that. The last video, well, I wouldn't say 4 months. The last video I edited before that was the end of the Nuzlocke. Everything else has been Project L. He's basically been doing everything for me. Prediction is live. This is the last match of the night. Who do you think is going to win? Produced videos are so good. Love infrequent quality YouTube channel. Yeah. Eventually get to my level and put out one a year. Yeah, maybe. But like I was saying, like, between streaming and Patreon and YouTube, it's just enough where it would be detrimental for me to, like, pull the plug on it. Unless I got, like, a huge promotion at work or whatever, and that's not really possible because I'm freelance. I would have to, like, bag a new client that's, like, paying me double what I'm getting paid right now, and then I could just be like, whatever, it's fine. I don't have to deal with anything anymore. I need to just be a workman. 60% on anaphylaxis. Here we go. So it's a good problem to have, but you know, it's making work-life balance a little bit complicated. Anaphylaxis. We're gonna go a best 3 out of 5 for this. This is grand finals. Basics battle, yeah. Videos are great. Some of my favorite creators upload infrequently. You're 100% right that having load-bearing money coming in off it means you can't just say fuck it and upload whatever. Yeah, it's the problem. And it makes the whole thing complicated in terms of how I feel about it, because the channel is like it's stagnant, right? It's not growing anymore. I'm fine with that. This is not like, I never was expecting it to be like 100,000 subscriber channel. Maybe it will be over time, but you know, right now it's fine. I'm putting out the videos I want to make. The right people are finding it. People are really enjoying them. Happy about it. But also there is like a cost benefit analysis, right? People like me, they want my POV on whatever. I would hope so, But you guys see my viewership when I'm not doing Monster Rancher stuff. That's the great humbler. Oh, I'm playing Eugenics, enjoying myself, having a good time, talking to chat. Chat stops talking back to me. I'm talking to myself. I'm still going, doing my best. 6 people watching. What the fuck? Where did you all go? That's fine. The Monster Rancher community is interesting because they're really, really interested in Monster Rancher and like nothing else. Which is a double-edged sword. And I don't take it personally. Anaphylaxis with the 3-1. The big tail. Gonna take it. The Monster Rancher 2 Renaissance powered by TikTok. People don't like my Digimon stuff? Digimon was fucking miserable, dude. Digimon fucking sucked. And the reason that Digimon sucked is because of the Digimon people who were in chat. They were huge assholes about backseating. And then when I was like, I would make jokes about them backseating, they would like go on rants about like, you are a terrible person. You should not have a platform. How dare you speak to chatters like this? And it's like, shut the fuck up, you nerd. You came into my chat to make everything worse, to make it about you. And when I make a joke about it, you cry about it. Like, you're a loser. That shit sucked. I hated it. I didn't even bother doing the rest of the videos because I was watching it. And I was legit like, I don't want to edit the rest of this. I'm getting mad watching it. Digimon Digital Card Battle category incident? That was the worst. Holy fuck. I had someone come into my chat when I was playing Digimon Digital Card Battle. And they got livid because I was not playing the actual card game. Because people who played the actual card game with like camera, like when they streamed their games, they used the Digimon Digital Card Battle category because there wasn't a Digimon TCG category. So I was playing Digimon Digital Card Battle and the guy came in and he's like, this isn't the card game. And I'm like, no, it's Digimon Digital Card Battle. And he's like, I would appreciate it if you did not play under this category because this category is specifically for Digimon TCG. And I'm like, I don't think it is because I'm able to read English and it says Digimon Digital Card Battle. And then he just got like lost his shit. He's like, you are this is an affront to the community, like just losing his mind. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm playing the game. This is the number, like this is the category on Twitch. I'm doing the right thing. And that one was fine because there's just one loser and everyone was like, this guy is a freak. Get the hell out of here. This is after 4 years, literally the first time Monster I've raised got first place. Let's go. Let's go. You did it. It took him getting demoted to D rank to do it, but this is what I'm talking about. This is what I wanted from the DXBL that, like, you know, kind of got lost. Is we've got these like storylines now where it's like this guy kind of sucks, but now he's only fighting other monsters that also kind of suck, so he's got a shot and he wins the whole thing. They insult you, say don't insult me, and then say how dare you talk to us like that. This is why you're small time. Yeah, I had a guy once that was like what was it? Oh, I didn't upload. There was like a big lull in my upload schedule for what do you call it, for the Nuzlocke, because in that period, everybody who like watches my stream knows that like there's a period in the fall and there's a period in the spring where I'm just unbelievably busy with work. It's coming up around March or the end of March. But even like the next 2 weeks, I work every single day for the next 16 days. So work takes a front seat and the stream takes a back seat because, like I said, a lot of the work I do on the stream is to, you know, propagate something as like a slow drip feed that ends up being passive income over time. But if I'm making like $600 a day because I'm working these long ass days, I'm not worried about the stream at all. I'm not worried about the channel at all. Like I'm financially secure, and I don't have the wherewithal and the mental bandwidth to put out shitty videos and do shitty streams at the end of like a long ass day. And he was like, he messaged me and he was like, hey, when's the next Nuzlocke coming out? And I'm like, probably soon. Like, I'm busy right now, but we'll make it happen. Yeah, the commands are broken right now, unfortunately. And then he messaged me again and he's like, oh, you have time to stream, but you don't have time to edit the next Nuzlocke video. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, you don't pay for any of this content. And he's like, oh, look at you, little, what is he said, the little sarcastic boy or something like that. He's like, you little sarcastic boy, how dare you treat your viewers like this? And it's sassy boy, you little sassy boy, that's what it was, yes. And I was like, what? Fuck off, dude. And he's like, it really sucks that there's no one making Monster Rancher content who's a nicer person. Like, you're a terrible human being. And I'm like, hey, bro, copy what you just posted and put it in your, like, friends group chat. See what they say about it. And he's all, they will all think you are a loser boy as well. You are a fool. You will never be a big YouTuber. And I'm just like, what the fuck? This is because I told him to relax because I hadn't uploaded a video in 2 weeks. Some people are like literally like the internet has made them no longer part of like functioning society. Sassy boy's so funny, man. Hey, that shit, get that passive aggressive shit all the time. The thing that's really funny is these people on the internet, and I've made this comparison before, that it must be what it feels like to be a woman when somebody asks you out and you say no. Because they make a joke, or they say something overly familiar, or they're like, they get in your personal space about like there's no boundaries about like the relationship between you and them as a viewer. They think like there's like you are beholden to them or something like that. And as soon as you're like, that joke didn't land, or like, nice try, buddy, or like, you gotta relax a little bit, immediately they're like, fuck you, I hope you die, I'm going to go to your house and stab you in the balls. And it's like, this really must be like why women don't say no to guys, because like, damn, dude, I'm on the internet and you're still losing your shit. You can just not respond. You can just be like, wow, that streamer's a piece of shit, I'm never gonna talk to him again, and then just not talk to me ever again. There's a one person who has been a big supporter of the channel. They don't tweet, or they don't chat anymore, but good fella, Joe Pesci. They were actually kind of bewildered by my response to me telling backseaters to fuck off. And I thought that was weird, because I thought it was like, if you've been watching me forever, you already know what my vibes are like. You already know who I'm going to tell to eat dirt and who I'm going to like banter with. But I think it was mostly other people who had never seen me before being like, I watch Digimon World streams all the time and I try to search out new people, and this guy's vibes are terrible. What an asshole. How dare he talk to chatters like that? And it was just, it was so shitty. Like, I remember, like, I responded, I was like, what am I supposed to do if I ask someone not to backseat and they like ruin my experience? They're like, fuck you, you shouldn't have a platform, how dare you? Like, it just, I don't know, people are stupid, man. People are crazy about this shit. Hey, Baltazar, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Very kind of you. Greatest thing about being a creator is that you can always respond with, okay, what do you do? I think that's literally what I said. I was like, do you want to edit it for me? And then that's why he called me a sassy boy. Such weirdo behavior to blame the streamer for getting upset, but not ever blame the chatter that was being an asshole. Yeah, I mean, they see a power dynamic and they're like, you should know better. And it's like, no, fuck you. You should know better. You, like, what the hell? You're anonymous. You are the one who's protected. I'm not the one who's protected. I got my face out here. I don't know what a single person in chat other than Goat right now looks like in real life. And that's because I met Goat in real life. I also know, like, the people who stream, like High Tops and whoever else, who I've seen stream. But, like, people don't realize how much anonymity they have because they don't live their lives anonymous. They're like, oh, I'm online. I talk to these people all the time, and I know what I look like. They don't realize that there's a massive barrier, and it's just people in the void sometimes yelling at you, and it's like, I don't know. I have the power in the sense that I'm the one with the microphone, and I can just, like, the dynamic is I am more powerful than the chatter in my own stream. And some people really, really, really don't like that. Some people think that, and I don't mean this in a negative way. This is simply a matter of fact, and I think you would have to be, I'm going to preface this with, if you're offended by this, you might be a little bit stupid. Okay? So think about that before you react. While I am not more important societally than anyone else in chat, right now, in this moment, I am more important than anybody who's watching me, right? That's not like some grand thing. It's like people are watching me to see what I have to say, to watch Monster Rancher, whatever, right? When I'm in someone else's chat, even if they're a small streamer, I'm the only person watching. They are more important than I am. Because it is their stream, it's about them. And some chatters get really, really pissed off when you, like, elucidate that. And they're like, I'm not less than. It's like, I'm not saying you're less than. I'm saying you're watching me. You can turn it off. You can go do some jumping jacks. Coming from several other niche PS1 competitive scenes, goddamn, I love how chill and drama-free the Monster Rancher peeps are. Monster Rancher to Monster Rancher is, like, completely drama-free. There's been, like, 3 or 4 weirdos in, like, the 6 years I've been doing this. And that's it. Am I going to take an edible and stream Pocopia? Yes, I think you convinced me. Hell yeah. Let's go, baby. You got to do it in the voice, though. You got to do the... Dude... I couldn't believe that you were voice acting in your videos when I watched your stream for the first time. So talented. How come everyone's so much more talented than me, man? What the hell? What's up with this? The host of the show is hierarchically be above random person in the crowd. Yeah, it's not judgment value or value judgment. You get a full bag of Ricola? Me too right now. It's not saying I'm a better person. It's not saying that, like, if I met you on the street, you know, my life is worth more than yours. Like, that's crazy. No, it's just, when I'm streaming, it's about me, right? It's necessarily narcissistic. By the same token, it also sucks when streamers are overly familiar with chat to the point casually insulting their viewers. And when someone says, hey, can you not do that? They get offended, like, how dare you tell me what to do? Damn, who does that, though? That's... Well, yeah, I mean... there are people who do that, but you... There was actually one guy we raided once who was playing UKMR, and he had a bunch of viewers. And, you know, we raided, and we had a kind of big raid. I think he had like 1,000 people watching, but we raided with like 100 or whatever. And then he was like interested in Monster Rancher, he was interested in the mod or whatever, and I was like, he was like, oh, do you have pictures of, like, the mods that you've made? Like, I want to see the plant dragon and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, okay, is there like somewhere I can send pictures? And he was like, whoa, whoa. Are you a freak? Why are you asking me to send pictures? Whoa. And it's like, all right, well, this is embarrassing now. I was like trying to extend an olive branch, and like you were asking about something, and now you've made this whole thing really fucking weird as like a joke. And like maybe you're like dumb viewers who like only interact with people in Discord calls at 2 a.m. and don't talk to them in real life think it's funny to just like shit on people for no reason, but like asking me to show pictures and then using it as bait to say that I'm gonna like send you a dick pic or whatever and like make me seem like a freak in front of your audience as a bit is like really weird. Like it's just straight up like asshole behavior. It's not even. We only bully JP here? Yeah. Some communities have a kind of friendly bully each other. I mean, Monster Rancher has that, for sure. The amount of times I'm calling Macho Cheese a hick and he's saying shit about me, like... Hate that I actually remember that raid. Yeah, that dude was a fucking freak. A lot of people who stream for a living are not normal people. Because you end up in this situation where, like, basically, like, what you're saying is you have an inflated sense of self-worth because you are always the most important person in the room, right? Problem isn't that the host runs the show, it's that the modern idea is that I as a watcher have some sort of part to play or influence. Used to be called heckling. Yeah, I mean... interacting with chat is obviously good for commerce, right? That's why a chat exists. Because it's like, oh, he's talking to me. I'm going to give him some money. But, yeah, I don't know. Hey, Scourge, how are you doing? But yeah, no, it's, the same thing happens on like all social media where it's like I have something to say about this. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I know a couple of people who like IRL who stream, and out of everybody I know who streams as their main job, the only one who's like completely normal that I know IRL is Mar. Mar is super cool dude. Everybody else I know who like streams, and that's not to say that like everybody I watch is like a freak, right? It's just most of the people I watch I don't know personally. Like I like Ty Tuesday. I've talked to him a bunch. I don't know him personally. We've never met. We've never talked in real life or anything like that. I'm sure he'd be a fine dude. I don't know Hot Dad personally. I'm sure he'd be a fine dude. Nice guy. Like we talked online a bunch, but like it's not the same as like being friends with somebody. But like the people I do know who stream, Mars cool, and everyone else is like, they're cool, but they're off. And I think you have to be off a little bit. I feel like I never come at anyone that doesn't deserve it. No, and that's the other thing is people really hate it when you're funnier than them, right? And it's cringe to say like I'm funny, but like I'm not always funny. I fumble it a lot of the time. The way my brain works, I got the punchline in my head, and I try to say it, and it just doesn't come out right. And it's like, well, I lost. That wasn't funny. You bested me by virtue of my brain being stupid. But I am funnier than a lot of the people who are trying to troll, and they don't like that. Anyway, I'm rambling now. I really appreciate everyone hanging out. Let's go raid somebody. It's midnight. I'm gonna go sleep. I need 5 hours of sleep tonight. Well, I'm gonna get 5 hours of sleep tonight. I need more. Anyway, we were talking about Hot Dad. He's cool. We could raid him. Yeah, let's raid him. Anyway, hey, when the host is funnier than me, it's just why heckling exists. Yeah. Yeah, it's loser behavior, but what are you gonna do? But yeah, I couldn't believe how negative the Digimon community was. Some of those people are freaks, man. Love when people are funnier than me because otherwise I'm the jerk laughing at their own jokes. Dude, the thing is, I'm funnier than like the average person who thinks they have the talent to like talk shit and chat. But I'm never paid out the finals. Okay, sorry. But I'm so much less funny than like all of my friends. Like, I don't think there's any comparison between like me and High Tops. Like, that homie's got me beat. Every video he has is like fucking 10 out of 10, the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. I don't have that. I don't have that on lock. But me versus random chatter, 10-0 matchup. Anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep. Thank you guys. Hope you had a fantastic night. I'm gonna try and stream tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm gonna have the energy to. I don't work, but it's just another early morning on Wednesday, so we'll see. Anyway, sleepy times. See you.